It is Pink Bella from Pink Bella Aloha Therapy. Welcome. It is actually the evening of January 10th. Tomorrow is a 111 day. It is a very special, amazing month and week for all twin flames, all Blu-rays, all color ray twins, awakened and unawakened, divine feminine, divine masculine. And I actually, I'm going to do kind of like an energy report tonight. I'm going to do a reading later because you're not going to believe this. And if anybody's around, please jump on so I know you can hear me and everything. That's great. So I've just been guided to show everyone a couple of cards to let you know what's going on right now. And I'll let you know what I've been experiencing. It's been very intense for me. So very intense for a lot of you. And where do I start? There's so much going on. So, let's talk about signs and messages from the divine masculine, from our beloved who's not awake. We have names coming to us, songs, numbers that mean things to us, then to our union. And I've been going on a roller coaster just like all of you. But then what happens is that's when all the new insights come in for me to assist you. So there's always a reason. So when Mercury went retrograde, what I was given, the information I was given was we were veiled. It's like a wall went between us and our twin, so that there wasn't a lot of connection. The communication was not good. We didn't feel their energy, and many of us went into wounds, very, very deep wounds. I wrote notes. I had downloads and wrote notes. Many of you felt deep abandonment, loss. Why am I doing this? I got lots of emails, what's going on? This is such a personal journey, and it's all happening divinely. You are all amazing beings of light. And just because this one soul is not turned towards you and not in full physical union, mad, passionate love right now, it doesn't mean it's not going to happen. But what it does mean is that there's still some work to do, still some healing to do, and still some self-love is so important right now. That's what we're all being shown. I then felt, before Mercury went direct, I felt us going direct. And I went through a roller coaster of emotion because my rising sign is Mercury, and so is my twins. And it felt like such a big portal opened for us to go through. And then some information was sent to me, and all the planets have gone direct for the next month. A lot of us, including myself, feel the energy when it moves forward and in such an intense way. And that's what I felt. I'll get into some of the physical symptoms in a little bit. Before I forget, in case any of you have not watched a video of mine before, or you have, thank you so much. All of you who've booked sessions and contacted me and messaged me and liked my page, thank you so much. You're so amazing. I just want to let you know that all the January specials are below. And I am completely booked this week, but I have some availability next week. And I'm going to hopefully get the marketing out for the classes starting next week, which will be like myself and 4 individuals. So there'll be intimate classes. And what will that be? It'll be kind of like tonight. Information is going to come through, and then I help support you on your journey, whether it's Ascension or Blu-ray or a twin flame, whatever's going on with you. Some people want to be in a group setting. Some people maybe will feel like a weekly support session, something like that. And what I was going to, I think what's going to happen is I'm going to offer like a couple of classes for a reduced amount as well. Okay. Yay. What else was I going to share? Oh, it'll come back to me. Okay. So I just want to share all the information to contact me is below, including how to book sessions. Okay. 1 hour this month is on sale for $99 US, regularly $125. And that includes a heart healing and an energy healing. It's not just a reading. 1.5 hours is on sale for $111 US. I had to up that a little bit because you get an hour and a half with me, plus you get insights from your higher self, plus I leave you videos. There's a lot of work that I put into all of my sessions. So, and you get a chakra balance as well. So it's all beautiful and worth it. And you get tools from me. So speaking of which, all of you souls who've had sessions with me and you've emailed me and you're like, this tools, what's going on? It's not a quick fix for your twin. It's actually to help you elevate and get stronger and listen to your intuition and your guidance. And as you elevate, your twin elevates. I came with props. I was shown to show props. So what's going on this month? And since Mercury went, actually since November. So let's say, I don't know if you can see, but this is like a gray cord. And I'm going to say like, this is a connection to our twin. And this was the 3D connection. This was the old energy connection. So that's been unplugged. So that's gone. And all of you are at various levels. You're all at different levels of frequency. Some of you just woke up to the twin flame scenario the last week, months, 6 months, a year ago. So gray is a very low frequency, just to use colors. Pink is a higher frequency. So you're trying to connect to your twin, but your twin's still down here. So the thing is that when you elevate to reconnect to your twin, you need to disconnect, or you're disconnected from the old reality, and you're going to be reconnected to a newer version of your twin and you when you get to that next frequency. And that's what I'm going to be explaining in classes about busting templates, new timelines, new frequencies, that sort of thing. So we're all moving into different, and everyone's at a different level. So some of you are at the pink frequency, some are you at the magenta frequency, and then some are ahead of the pack because you've been doing your work for so long and you're at the shiny high frequency of magenta. So there's all these upgrades, and everyone's at a different level. It's like when we went to school, you can relate it to elementary school. Some are in grade 1, some are graduating onto out of elementary school to grade 8, that sort of thing. So that's what's happening right now, and everyone's at a different level. I am a Blu-ray. I'm a royal blue illumined twin flame, and that didn't start resonating with me until 6 months ago or so. What does that mean? That means that some of us chose to be ahead of the pack to assist all of you. Some of us chose to go through so much with our twin that we elevated to a certain point that I've integrated my higher self. I work with my higher self. What is your higher self? It's you at a higher frequency. It's your direct connect to source. That's why I support all of you in sessions and with tools to get used to listening to your guidance and trusting your guidance. It's ultra important that you be there, embodying your higher self 24/7 before the union with your twin. And I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, but my twin's not doing their work. They're not awake. They're back and forth, la, la, la. Well, this is the thing. You've been unplugged. You've been unplugged from the old version of your twin for a reason. Do I know when you're going to be plugged back in again? No, but I'm going to share something with you. Let me just get a color. When you keep working on yourself and your mission and raising your heart and frequency and trusting your intuition and ask every day, how can I serve? What can I do? You're going to be replugged in to your twin at an energetic level, not at a physical level yet, at an energetic level. And that is going to, let's say your twin is down here, you being at this high frequency are going to be energetically reconnected, and you're going to raise your twin up. That's how it's going to work, okay? So that's why a lot of souls have been removed from their twin flame. My higher self guided me to slow down on the contact with my twin flame. And it was a dribbling down anyway, because I'm here to serve and to raise my frequency every day and raise the frequency of where I am and help all of you. So I can't be over there holding my twin flame's hand every day. We're far apart. That's the way we set it up. And yes, there are many things that are being wrapped up from now until the spring. And that's another reason why we're supposed to disconnect. We're not supposed to be there while the other twin goes through some things. So I know many of you want a for sure answer. You want to know that your twin's going to be coming right now. Hi! You want to know that your twin's going to be coming right now. There's no guarantees right now because it's all back to us. It's being mirrored back to us. What can we do to clear, to support ourselves, to love ourselves? What will make you happy? Many of you are going to be guided to move, start divorces. This is the thing. This is another thing that's changed since last year, because it's 2017 now. The energy supported a lot of triangulation. The energy supported souls coming together while they were still involved in other partnerships. The energy supported physical intimacy. Unless both of the twins are ready, that has been cut off. And why is that? Because we are being raised up to a different version of romance and intimacy, and we're merging at an energetic level. And that's what's going on. And I've been experiencing this for quite a while. I had a really intense experience with my twin in September. I can't say if he felt the same. I'll let you know in the future. But what it showed me was that the physical intimacy is one small aspect of what we're going to be encompassing and bringing to the earth, okay? So that's why you're all getting ready So your twin's not in your life right now. What can you do today to make yourself happy? What can you do this week? What ideas are coming to you? Are you currently in a marriage that you're unhappy with and you know you have to leave? Are you moving house? There's all these. So what are you going to do before that? Before that, you're going to make a little list of everything that you need to organize to get that going. So this is a time to not focus on what that soul's not doing or isn't doing. What can you do to make yourself happy today? And what can you do to start the ball rolling? As an example, I am jumping tomorrow to a new grid point. I asked for it when I was digging my car out of the snow for the 5th time. Hi! Digging my car out of the snow for the 5th time in December. So sure enough, I've been sort of gridded in this one point for 3 months, and it just switched around where suddenly things happen. That's what works. Things happened, and it's time for me to jump. So what did that allow me to do? It allowed me to start working on, now I know from now until March, I have A, B, and C to do to get ready for my union. And I just donated and released a few more things to beautiful souls. I've narrowed what is important to me that I need to take with me. And you're not going to believe this. Tonight, I went and got some dinner, and my total for dinner was 1101. 111. And what's tomorrow? 111. And what is this month? It's the first month of the year, and it's a 111. Related to the year and the month. This is a huge month for all of us. So I just wanted to share that with all of you. Hi, Rebecca. How are you? Awesome. Thank you, Rebecca. Yeah, it's so true. And this is what shifted from last year. Last year, we didn't know. Last year, just a lot of information started coming in. Now it's like the divine feminine, whether you're in a female or a male body, you are being called to rise up. Your gifts are needed. The energy this year is supporting you. What are your gifts? And that's another thing I can help. If you are guided and you feel like you would wish to work with me, I would love to work with you. I'm finding that a lot of the twins that are still sleepy. What does sleepy mean? It means sometimes they're in their heart, sometimes they're not. We are the same way. We're all trying to stay in our heart 24/7. So their higher selves are actually coming to you and having you contact me because information wants to come through them about your union and your mission. So there's so much beautiful stuff going on, and I'm super excited. This is going to be an awesome year, actually. We're just building momentum. So I'm going to show the cards again. So if you haven't listened to my chakra reading from last week, go back to my YouTube station and listen to it, because I don't know that I'm going to get a chance to do one this week and the same thing is happening. So this card, it says patience. I know it's backwards, but it says patience. And that's the frequencies that are coming in that are the third eye, crown, and ear chakra. So I want to let you guys know, all you beautiful souls know something, that for the last 3 days, it has felt like my head is being recalibrated. All I can say is it just feels weird. It felt like this going through the 1111 gateway in November. And the answer that I got is that my twin and a lot of the twins that are carrying the divine masculine are being recalibrated. They're being, the ego is being dissolved. Their energetic light body is coming online, and I've been feeling it. So what was I guided to do yesterday? I have lots to do, and I was very busy, and suddenly I just was guided, you have to go lie down and just receive. So I did, and I listened to some meditation music, and I may have fallen asleep for a little bit, but I just felt like all this energy shift until finally I had the energy to move forward. So that's the kind of powerful stuff that's going on. You might not all be feeling it because you're at different levels. Some of you like the colors. Pink, magenta, electric colors. We're all graduating to a different level right now, including our beloveds. The other message that I wanted to share with you is that a lot of us have been removed from being in our twins' reality a lot for a fair bit of time. It doesn't mean don't reach out, and it doesn't mean if they contact you don't speak to them. But what it means is that you're probably not communicating on very frequently, or not at all. And the thing is that if you try to engage with the old version of that soul, you're going to get the same result. They need time right now. Do you remember when you first woke up? Do you remember what woke you up before the twin flame thing? There's been all of these levels of waking up. The twin flame awakening has been huge for many of us because we're needed. Our unconditional love is needed on the planet, not just for our twin. We have to get super strong within our lives to be happy and joyful all the time. And then that strength is raising them up. It is now their turn. This is their year to have their ego dissolved, to find their way, to find what's going to make them happy, because many of them are in unhappy partnerships, unhappy jobs, wanting to give more to the planet and to themselves. So their hearts are awakening, and a lot of us are being removed to allow that, okay? But I want to share with you, I have felt my twin and I more energetically, even though he's 6,000 miles away, the last few days than I have in a long time. It's like as soon as Mercury went direct, boom, his energy field and my energy field connected again. Hi. So the other thing, because I wrote this all down, but I'm just trying to remember it because it came through so quick. So the other thing is that previously, up until this year, physical intimacy was part of the merging that was required. Now it's not. Now we're energetically merging without having to be with that person to prepare us for the next time. And I'm going to share with you that what I experienced energetically when I was in the same location as my twin blew my mind. And that's when I realized, oh my gosh, so I have to get really physically strong and well and prepared for this, and he is being prepared as well. My understanding is that a lot of the divine masculine, whether in a female or male body, are being physically prepared, veils removed, energetically raised up. All the lower energy centers, root, sacral especially, cleansed, lit up, and cleaned up and brought up to the heart. So it's going to be more of a heart connection, whereas before it's been a lower chakra connection. That's about all of us raising to new consciousness, new 12 chakras, new light body, higher frequency than we've been when we came onto the planet, okay? So I just wanted to share that all with you. That's why if you did have a physical, intimate relationship with your twin, and they've pulled away and you can't figure out what's going on. Well, the thing is that they have been pulled away by their higher self because they're getting energetically prepared to be with you again if you choose. So it's a very personal journey. It's a recommitment to your twin every single day, even though that twin's not with you. It's a recommitment. And our minds, our egos want an answer. Our minds and our egos want to know when. And the thing is that it is divine timing right now, and it has a lot more to do with our energy bodies and how we're all ascending. And some of them are so still not aware what's going on, and depending where they are on the planet. I know my twin has accelerated greatly since I saw him in September, and he was very aware. So that was a great experience for me to have that compassion for the twins that are back and forth a little bit, because if they're in a reality of a different culture, belief systems, etc., they're at the point where they're just starting to bust through their belief systems, and I call it template busting. We're all here as twin flames to bust templates to anything that your family belief systems, religion, jobs. Maybe you believe that you're supposed to be married and have kids at a certain age. Maybe that's what you did, and now you're like, I don't want to be with this person anymore. I need to be free for a while. So there's all of this. We're moving through all of these templates, and that's what we're here to do, okay? And I call it template busting. And we're even with the twin flame template. We're shifting that this year, and that's another thing. That's why some of us have been brought forward to be teachers and to channel the information through for you all, because it's changing so quickly. It's super, super fast right now, and we're busting through templates so quickly. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to be with your twin, but a lot of the teaching from last year is old now and it's gone. Okay, I wanted to show this card as well. It's the word is magnification. Those are the diamond frequencies coming in to the planet, into our physical bodies, and we're being hooked up to another grid, a different higher frequency grid, even than last year. The earth is raising her frequency, we're raising our frequency, and we're yarding our twin through the portals as well, whether they know about it or not. But don't worry, they will. They will. This is a different year. We have to let go of last year, okay? So I wanted to share something else as well. So I also had an experience with my twin a few days ago, and it was through the Mercury retrograde. So I knew, and it was a pattern. This is the thing. When you start noticing patterns, either from your twin or from someone else, a lot of them come up through Mercury retrograde. But the shadow period, I think, still goes on till the 20th of January. We're given an opportunity to see something that we've been through before, and we can sidestep it and say no. So something came to me from him, and it set me off because it was a pattern from when we first connected. because many of the twins, including my twin, is still involved in a karmic situation. So what happens is a lot of those things are going to be blocked now. We're not going to be allowed to interact in the old ways until everyone gets going. So basically, I haven't closed the door because I would never do that. That's not my heart. But basically, I came back to my higher self. This is what we do. Came back to my higher self and I said, look, these are the options. These are the parallel timelines. What's the best scenario for us right now? And I was guided, pull back, because my twin needs to get his ducks in a row, and he's going to get his ducks in a row by me pulling back, not by me going, oh no, he's offered this to me, I have to do this. No, that's not how it works anymore. We're in our power now, and we trust and we have faith. We trust and we have faith in our higher self to guide us every single day. We trust and we have faith that the higher self of our twin is working with them. And I know many of you are have been in abandonment and grief and pain. Move through those emotions as best you can. If you need support, reach out and book a session with me or someone else that you resonate with. That's why we're all doing this work right now, because you are all as twin flames and beloved souls ascending. So important to this planet and how we're raising up the vibration and bringing in the unconditional love. So just know that all of us are, every single day, I'm getting new, all these notes came to me. So I wanted to show, so the other message that I got this morning was the downloads that I'm receiving right now, and my twin, I don't know if he's aware of it, but when we were together in September, he was aware of the downloads. When I shared how they felt to me, he came back to me later and said, oh my gosh, that's how I've been feeling too. So he now knows. So I just want to let you know that, this is a good card. This is planetary cycle. So all the planets are direct now for the next month. And basically all of the planets there's 12 planets, there's 12 chakras. So all of our chakras are being recalibrated to a higher frequency right now. And the message I got this morning was, for many of us, depending on where you are at in your journey, we're being downloaded with the new high frequency romance template codes. I heard this morning you're being given the new romance codes for your union, and everyone has different codes, different sacred geometry codes. So last year in 2016, we needed to physically be together and physically have contact for a lot of the upgrades. Now I want you to know that your energy merges are going on without you two physically being together. Your higher selves will arrange the next meeting when it's time. Don't forget, even with the tools I give you, it's not like pouring hot water on your twin and waking them up. It elevates you. It helps them quantum jump and get through some of their scenarios sooner. And I don't believe that it's going to take them a lot of time to wake up as it has been with us, but every soul still needs to do their work, and they're still going to have scenarios come to them to force them to go within and make choices and make changes. Their higher self is with them and helping them, do this, go this way, okay? And doors will close when they're not supposed to go a certain way. So that's how we stay in our power. But yes, the new romance codes. Oh, so let me hold on. Gosh, so many cards, so exciting. So this is the sacral chakra. It says romance on it, and there's the two candles, the two twin flames, and it is that's the new romance template frequency. So that's why even we don't even have to be touching our twin going into the future, and we're energetically going to feel each other coming together. There's chakras that are opening up on the lips, every area of the body. And basically your twin, even if they're with somebody, are going to be unplugged from that person, because that person as well, because they're being elevated as you elevate, they're being elevated, and whoever they're with has to be doing the work as well, or it's going to be incredibly painful for both of them. So that's when we just have to pull back now and trust. And what are you going to do in the meantime? You're going to bring your beautiful soul purpose to the planet, because you're now supported. Abundantly you'll be supported. You'll be supported by your angels, by your guides. We're all being supported right now. Okay, we're also being prepared to jump timelines. A lot of us right now, what does that mean? Moving, shifting, you're being called to another location. really look into that. That's your higher self. Oftentimes when I travel, even when I would go to Greece before I had met my twin, I was already in my earlier days going, oh yeah, I'm being called to go here, or a trip would just come my way. Here you go. Would you like to go here? So I know I had a client last week, and she said, oh, I'm very jealous about wherever you've gone. And I said, well, we all came in with a map. We all have a map for our lives. You can wish for whatever you want. If you want to go traveling somewhere, wish for it. You know, I remember one year I didn't even have any money to go on a trip, and I won a trip at a business function or something. So that took me to Greece, and I went with a friend. So, you know, this is the thing. You just never know what's going to come to you, and we just have to be happy and be joyful and receive when things do come, okay? So tomorrow I'm jumping a grid point, and there's an awesome story around this too. So I booked something on Airbnb, and how did that come about? Because there's so much snow in my area right now, I can't even get outside and walk in the fresh air. So I'm going closer to the ocean I thought it was going to be longer, but I was just given like a 10-day period just to kind of get recalibrated, get my frequency back up, and do a little creative work, do some more sessions, and then I'm going to come back to where I am and finish some things up. I, too, am being given kind of a deadline by March to have all of my stuff wrapped up here. So that's what I'm working on now as well. But I want to share with you. So I booked on Airbnb. They don't give you the address until after you've booked. So it's an old office building that's now been recreated into condos. And I went for an interview at this building like a million years ago. And I was like, what? So, really? So anyway, my suite number is 1110. You can't make this stuff up. It's all set up for us. And the address is 1333. Unreal. And so the other thing is that I had worked this is in downtown Vancouver, I'd worked in the city for 10 years. And now I'm actually going to be really close to where I worked for 10 years. And I was guided this morning that, like many cities, parts of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, are downtown area, very sacred Aboriginal land. And I was guided like that's why I had that job. And even though it was in finance, that's why I had that job, because my energy needed to be in that area. And I'm going back now to clean it up and anchor in new frequencies in that area, because where I am right now, it's a lot, it's a higher frequency. I'm near the mountains and it's pure, but I'm going back in to take the energy and be there for a little while. And I'm also, when we get called to go places and we've been there before, we pick up more of ourselves. We pick up more of our wisdom and parts of our energy field. So I'm super excited. I can't wait to share everything with you all. And I probably am going to do like a full moon reading on Thursday. I just won't have time tomorrow. So I just wanted to let you know tomorrow is a magical day. If you are feeling the energy downloads and you need to rest, definitely rest, because you're receiving for yourself and your twin. And your twin is also receiving. They might not be consciously aware of it yet, but if it's so intense for them, they will be given like a cold or a flu or something to force them to sleep, okay? So we're busting through templates. And what does that mean? A lot of souls. I've even got a little email from someone saying, look, I don't know about this twin flame thing. I belong to the church. Well, that's right. We came here to start questioning everything, including those belief systems, because we came onto the earth and was given a family and a belief system. And now we're looking at it, and you are all beautiful beings of light that came here to help elevate the earth. And I know sometimes it's confusing and painful, but it's going to be more of the norm going forward, that the boxes that we've all been put in, race, religion, being married at a certain age, that sort of thing. And the other thing, what if you haven't been married and don't have children? That used to be a big one too. There used to be a lot of shame around souls that chose not to marry. All of that sort of thing, or you should be doing a certain thing at a certain age, that sort of thing. So we're busting through all of that and just being happy. What about if people just asked you, why are you so happy? That's what we want. So that's the final card I wanted to show you all, liberation. We're being liberated right now. We're being given a huge opportunity to do our own internal work and bust through the templates that are belief systems. And as we do that, we're being prepared for the new romance template. And as we do that, it's mirrored in our twin. Okay? And it's much easier to just ask the higher self of your twin to take over and help them and work with your higher self as well. Okay? I just want to make sure that we got the download, the new codes, unplugging. I think, okay, this is the other thing. again, Archangel Michael, sovereignty. We are all sovereign beings. And we are a sovereign being without being in our union. And that's the priority right now. See, those like myself and many of us who chose to come in the female body, the female template, you're needed now because you've got a voice now. There's still lots of our beautiful sisters that don't have a voice on the planet, but they're rising up and they are getting a voice. This is a beautiful time right now as we, the females, bust through all the templates that we've been given. That's going to help all of the sisterhood on the planet. That's going to balance the divine feminine masculine within our twin with all the men. This is how it's working. And we're not doing it out of anger or, how dare they. We're doing it from like, you know what? I really want to shine my light and I want to do this now. Maybe it's something local. Maybe it's something with children. Maybe it's like writing a book, bringing music in, whatever raises your heart and makes you happy. It doesn't have to be global. It can be something local, even volunteering somewhere. I think that might be it. I just wanted I might pull a crystal card just to see what kind of support we can have. This one card came through a session this week from the Conscious Spirit deck, and I wanted to show that to all of you. It says, Spirit awakens. I embrace my soul purpose and I align all aspects of my life to it fully. So isn't that beautiful? There we are. We're getting our wings and we're shining our light and we're bringing in the light and we're raising the frequency of the planet. So that's the beautiful, beautiful message for us all. I think I'll do one card crystal, see what comes through. Yes, soul purpose. Oh, I saw it. Okay, I have 3. So if any of you are feeling heady, spacey, right now, that is the energy frequency. So we often feel things for ourselves, but I've already been through this before. Like not that we haven't all, we've all ascended in other timelines before, but I, as many, went through this process ahead of the curve. There was a whole group of us that went through this like from 2012, 12 onwards. We started the last 4 years, and I went through a lot of ascension symptoms in 2013. And I want to share with you that this is kind of like a redo. It's not as intense as that was, but my understanding is because my twin and some of the other twins are ready now, and we're feeling some of the symptoms that they're going through. So if you're guided to rest, just rest. And then when you have the energy to go and do things, you'll get caught up for sure. So 3. Now, nothing came through for grounding, but I'm gonna go through the deck. I was gonna say for grounding, if you have hematite or a black stone right now, that would be really, really helpful because hematite is actually like an ultra grounding stone for the. Let me just. It's live TV. It's an ultra grounding stone right now for our Earth Star. I don't know if I can find it. Okay, I'll just go through the other ones. So fluorite is an amazing stone right now. It actually helps to unify our mental processes as we're ascending. So as we're ascending, some technical stuff starts to get really difficult to use, and fluorite is fantastic for that. Keeping it by your computer, keeping it on you, helps to kind of reunify everything and allows you to have the energy to work with electronics. You might be getting guided as well to unplug from your electronics at night especially, and that might help you sleep a little bit more and listen to your guidance a little bit more. Nope, the hematite, it's gone missing, so I'm not going to show it to you. Okay, so the emerald is a green stone. Any green stone, green aventurine as well. I think it's just to help us stay balanced and in the green energy, especially for all of you in the northern hemisphere because there's been a lot of snow. And there was snow in Greece yesterday too. So snow is a super high frequency. And for me, it's really interesting. I have a physical reaction to it. It's like my skin gets itchy and all sorts of interesting things. So, and I actually feel like I can't breathe sometimes either. So there's obviously something about the snow, but I do know like rain is a high frequency, but snow is really high. Like it just kind of cleanses the whole area. So if you're anywhere right now where there's snow, a green stone would be really, really helpful. And then kyanite is beautiful at keeping you aligned and at peace, and blue kyanite. And blue kyanite does not need to be cleared. So that's fantastic. Okay. So I think that's it. I think I have everything. So just know this is what we're going through right now. We're going through huge downloads and frequencies. You're being changed. This is another big week. All the planets going direct. All Mercury's going direct, and that's at least for another month. And then we have the full moon portal, which I'm already feeling. So set the intention that you and your twin flame energetically go through the portal together, and that might be a little less, there's all the planets, that might be a little less intense, but just know if you need to rest, do. Drink water. If you need to reach out and book a session, please do, because it's so awesome. We're all elevating each other right now, and I'd love to work with you. All right. Love and aloha, everyone. Have a good night. Bye. Thank you, Rebecca. Bye.